Welcome to my channel. My name is Valerio and today we're gonna review the Voltron Vehicle Force by Action Toys belonging to the line Mini Action. First of all, let me say thanks to Patrick that lent me this product for the review while my copy is still arriving. I bought my copy on Hobby Japan for something around $60, so this should be the price of this product plus or minus shipping. And for the one that don't know anything about this product or this line, this is a line of very affordable mech that still try to keep what can be called as the fun, the gimmick out of it. So this is a full combining Voltron 2, let's call it like this because it's a bit faster. However, there is no die cast inside of it, and the paint it's only present in particular spots. With some of the other product, they kind of have a pretty strong component of part swapping inside of it. In this one, not so much. Anyway, I was looking forward for it because I was really curious about what this company could have done with a limited budget, and I always have been quite partial to Die Ruger, which is the original name of Voltron, if I'm not wrong. But before we start with the review, let's start to look at their accessories. The accessories, and there isn't too much stuff, but still we're speaking about $60. So what we see is just an extra pair of hands. These are the sword holding hands, nothing surprising here. They are ball peg connected. These are the open hands. They have a bit of a particularity. You can put the helicopter blades over them, so there is the tiny plug. Now closed fan, so you can keep the sword in one hand or the other one. And here we saw the tiny face, which is not an accessories, but this is like the only required part forming bits within the combination. So, and this is the normal sword, which you find yourself inside every package. And well, that's cute and nothing special, but that's okay. And now we see this is the limited edition extra swords, which is silver plate. I mean, it's plated in the color silver with the cooler blades for the copter. Nothing special, nothing to cry home about. Now we're gonna see the content, and we saw all the vehicle by which Voltron 2, let's call it like this, is composed, and they are super cute. They're super tiny, honestly. We're speaking 2 inches on average, if not 1 inch when is. There is no metal inside of it whatsoever, maybe some screws. Some pieces of it are painted, but mainly the accent. Not everything. The main color on every one of them, it is not painted. I'm not sure if you're able to understand what is painted and what is not from the video, because for video editing reason I have to change a bit the color, but they are still well done even when it's pure plastic. They're like the paint where it is nice, and you can see that they don't just recycle the sculpt from one to another, but each one of the vehicle has its own sculpt, and it's super cute. I would have been a bit disappointed if they decided to, I don't know, do the yellow card in black and that's it, while actually they're pretty different. As usual, there are some weirder than other vehicles within the Voltron. Nothing that surprises here. These are the 2 copter. Even these 2 ones, they're not the same. Still, I really appreciate the attention to the detail, and they're really cute. That reminds me of toy from when I was young, honestly. They're also really light, and I'm not sure how resistant it is, the whole toy, to give in the hand of a kid. Eventually with my copy I will try, not with the one of Patrick, so Patrick, please don't worry. Now we saw the jet. So this is maybe the less cool one of all the group, mainly because the red in which it is painted is not painted, and the naked plastic with that particular color red is not great. Guys, they are cute, some more painted than other, but overall, I mean, what I can say, it is just they're cute. Now we're gonna speed up for the combination. Now we're gonna see the Air Force. Guys, the transformation are easy. Like, yeah, you need the transformation just to see a picture out of it, to see how you have to move around it. But you see, I didn't transform properly this vehicle, so I just wanted to show how to do it properly. It's nothing special. And don't worry, you're not gonna break it. It is fairly solid. Here it's always about where to understand where to plug it. And no, you got it wrong. I got it wrong. Now, okay, on the side. And I should have carried this piece of video. Anyway, there it is. Here we go with the proper transformation. Sorry about the first bit. We move everything around. I speed it up so this video is not gonna last 222 hours. So we connect the copter, side, 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 and then we put the jet on the top of it. Yeah, like this is maybe the only hardish bit to plug, but it's super cute and super nice and tiny. Now we're gonna go, this is the underwater theme if I'm not wrong. So there is this extra bit of white plastic. I don't understand the reason why it's there, because you remove it from every transformation. Anyway, pretty easy. I did it on one leg, did it on the other. You attach it with the tiny submarine. We attach it the other side. Guys, do you want music when I do the transformation? Maybe it's more interesting of me speaking. Please let me know in the comment below. I'm still trying to tune up for the English version of my channel. So this is the water force. They're cute, guys. I don't know how to say, they're super nice. This is the land one. So they're really easy, the transformation. There is only a tiny bit that I didn't understand, is on the land bit. When you attach the waist, it tells you to move a piece out of it, but it's not exactly clear what I should move. So sorry, there it is. I attached it in the wrong place, so please don't use this video for the transformation, at least of the land version out of it, but use the proper provided instructions. So here we are. We have connected everything inside of it, and ta-da, we have the land, the water, and the air one, and all together then we can scream our lungs out Voltron. Honestly, I'm a fan of Voltron 1. This one I find out about its existence only later during my life. So first we remove the jet from the top of it. We remove the lower part of the helicopter, like the fins of the helicopter. Now we will have to take apart the other force one. We take the first bit of the waist and we plug in. So there's some interesting technical solution to it that allows this robot to have an upgrunge, which is great, but I think it would have helped a bit more to have a butterfly. I know they're working with the constriction of having to use 25, 35 different vehicles. However, a bit more into articulation would have helped. So you see with the leg, you unplug it, you turn it, and then you plug it. So the legs are the hardest bit to plug inside of it. You need to use a bit of force to have it properly click, and you will see during the review that sometimes the right legs detach himself. It's just you have to use a bit too much strong for it, and I don't feel comfortable in to plug it. And I found out later that yeah, just a tiny bit plug is not enough. You actually have to put full on strength. And how the joints works on the legs is super weird, because it's like it moves but only on the back side out of it. I think they didn't know how to keep it without having a skirt, how to give it any legs articulation. So now for the arms you have to slide off a couple of pieces from the fist to finish with the last bit. And as you see, it is goofy, but I need to fix it obviously on real-time transformation. If you want to copy my transformation, please remember to plug very hard the legs. They will do click. I didn't know at this point of the review, but I found out later. Now we're gonna touch the chest. As I say, yeah, don't worry. Pieces are pieces are detaching and flying all around. No problem. And now for the head, we're gonna remove the head because it's faster, guys. I tried to do it with the head connected, not easy. Anyway, we remove the bits and we attach our head. So the head is another problem. It doesn't perfectly plug in. I wonder if it's just a problem about getting the right angle, very possible, or if I got something wrong. Now, after we're done with the whole transformation, we're gonna see our robot. And while we look at it, it's not particularly high. It is a good 6 inches, depends how you keep the leg, obviously, and you see now the legs are staying attached, kind of. The right one more than the left one. And it is nice, like it's incredible how they were able to do something in such a small scale. Really the only grip that I have with it, it is a bit the plug of the face that I don't know why. It must be like, as I told you, this is not my copy, so I don't feel like power pressing into it, because I'm sure I could have put it inside if I wanted. Same with the leg, like it doesn't go to the bottom of it. It doesn't fully plug on the left leg. It's still solid enough to pose it and everything, but you know, you will want it to have it flush. And the other minor grip is the red of the chest. They should have painted at least that. Other parts they didn't have to paint it, but I think the jet, the stays, frontal, should have painted. Anyhow, it is, for the price out of it, it is quite a view, even though it is really, really tiny. Okay, now we're gonna look a bit of articulation. So the head 360 spin, up and down, it is on a kind of a ball peg. Now the arms doesn't reach the, like you can see that the shoulder blades kind of go out, but the shoulder don't reach, the arm don't reach the level of the shoulder, and there is a single joint. The single joint arrives like a bit below 90 degrees if I'm not wrong. There is a bicep swivel. There is not a butterfly joint. I'm manipulating without the left leg because otherwise it continue to fall off. You see, okay, there are the extraction piece. Now there is a pretty intense ab crunch, which is cool, but as I was saying, I would have preferred a tiny bit of butterfly joints, because all the position that I have this robot in mind kind of require it. Now with the legs that is properly plugged, you can do the Van Damme, you can do the back and forward, no problem. And you can also close it almost completely, the leg, if you open the panel for the transformation. Now the feet, it has a swivel there. It cannot move up and down, which it's a bit limited. And oh, actually this is pretty cool with the wrist. You see the wrist can actually bend a tiny bit unconnected to the ball peg. Now for a quick comparison, we're gonna see it with Lego Dude. Lego Dude is really, really tiny. Now we're gonna look with Voltes SMP, which is bigger. I thought it would have been the same height, but actually the Voltes Super Mini Ply, it is quite bigger. Obviously different stuff trying to do it with the Masterpiece Bumblebee. Yeah, they don't scale great. I think Dairugger is supposed to be super giant. It's composed by a ton of vehicles. Now, less quick comparison, we're gonna go with the Legend Megatron that, oh, there it is. Still, they don't scale particularly well. I think maybe with the Dr. Wu Transformers, but who knows. Anyway, for conclusion. Okay guys, pro and cons. Let's go with the cons. So the right leg, I don't know if there is something that I think it's just me about being afraid of plugging with enough strength. So to be sure it's connected. I'm sure that this is just me being scared because it's not my copy. Now the face that doesn't plug exactly within the jet, I wonder if this is just me being afraid of is a proper problem. And a bit of limited articulation, no butterfly and a single elbow joint. However, for the pros, this is a lot of fun to transform. This is $60. It is also painted and sculpted is different vehicle from vehicle that I wasn't expecting it, and it looks great, even though it's tiny. So on my head, if you were looking for a Dairugger, a Voltron vehicle, and you don't want to break the bank, this is actually pretty cool. It is a lot of fun. I will try to update the review with a couple of lines below after my copy arrives to check if the problem with the right leg is just this copy. If it's a problem at all, I will ask also my friend and we're gonna figure it out. Or if this is just a one, or if it's with every copy. If you have a copy and you have the same problem, please let me know. And guys, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. In the next couple of days, we're gonna review the Gridman, the latest one, the Rogue Gridman, and after the King Jader by Sentinel. Anyway, still please, any kind of comment, leave it below and let me know what do you think about the video. Have a nice day.